Kev's here. We're going to do another reaction. Metal band, Manimal. Good title, good name of a band, isn't it? So the song's called Armageddon. This is the third single, I think, coming off of this album. Comes out on October the 8th, 2021. I actually love the first two singles. They are a true metal band. They sound a bit like classic Judas Priest. As it sort of says here, it's got some hashtags here. Look, Queensryche, Judas Priest. I'd agree, both of them. They're very sort of clever, very intricate playing. The singer's great. It is proper metal. So it's got none of these, it's not extreme or anything like that. There's no thrash vocals, you know, like Cookie Monster stuff. These are true metal. But I just remember loving both of the first songs, and their other albums are good as well, which I've only heard very briefly. So this is out on AFM Records, which are a good label as well, October the 8th. The album's coming out. So it says here, sit back and relax while you enjoy the title track Armageddon from the upcoming Manimal album. The soundtrack for the end of the world. But this has hard-hitting heavy metal track, which will last beyond all of our demise. So they're serious.
Not messing around, are they?
Perhaps I should have the fucking... Perhaps I should have this on. just for a little while. So yeah, they're a true metal band. They look a bit weird and all.
Okay.
The singer has like contacts in and he looks like dead.
Okay.
Black eye makeup. So they look a bit strange.
I don't know anything about this band, by the way. Never even heard of them.
But I must admit, I think they're really great. They're one of them bands you'd probably look at a picture of them because of all the stuff they got on and you think, what the fuck is that all about? But when you hear them, you're like, well. But again, I don't know if this is Kev's type of thing, this full-blown power metal almost. It might be, it might not be, but it's very guitar driven. Let's put it that way. It's not synthesizers.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yep.
Let's just fucking get on.
Ready for the end of the world?
Exactly. Let me get me beer in a minute. But here we go. Sounds like we're going to have a bit of a breakdown there, doesn't it? You're getting scared because it's the end of the world or not?
Not a minute.
What do you reckon then? Because it's not usually your sort of thing, this.
Nah, to be honest, it's not really my thing. I like the build up.
Yeah.
I like all the guitar. Yeah, it's very.
Like you can hear the intricacy of the guitars and stuff.
Yeah,
like
and then
clever.
I thought, what's it going to sound like when he starts singing? And the thing is, it's not like I don't expect, yeah, I think really it's just not my thing. But,
yeah.
And lyrically as well, it's all like, you know,
Antichrist,
destruction, and the first lyrics were something about the Antichrist, and I'm just I'm just being honest. No, but musically, like you know,
almost it's like not thrashy, but you know, if it had a harsher vocal and that sort of deeper vocal, it could almost be a sort of a thrashy type thing.
I think it was just there's a line with me, and I think it might have just
So this is
slightly crept.
Probably veering on the slightly cheesy stuff for you, because in it. A bit cheesy, the lyrics and all that. I love it, but I think this band are great. I think they're really good at what they do. We've obviously, I've heard this sort of stuff so many times. There's so many bands out there playing this sort of stuff.
Yeah.
But there's something about these that I like. I think it's because I said they are very guitar driven, and a lot of these bands now, these sort of power metal bands, it's synthesizers constantly. In this, it's quite heavy. It's all about the guitar, the drums, and the bass. Do you know what I mean? But it can come across as cheesy, because a lot of heavy metal can, especially lyrically. Do you know what I mean? A lot of the bands you listen to are very sort of, it's almost reality stuff. It's not about the escapism that sometimes these bands. I mean, it could be the end of the world. You know what I mean? But there's loads of bands that have done this sort of stuff. Even recently, Flotsam and Jetsam, another thrash band. A lot of their songs are about the end of the world and stuff like that. But I suppose
good video though, I have to say. I quite enjoyed watching the video.
I was hoping we were going to see the actual band, but they're not. They're not in the band. It's just the lyric video.
Maybe that's a good thing.
I don't know. You might like it even more. Well, I like it, but it's very straightforward metal. You know, sort of stuff. You have to be in the mood for some of this sometimes as well. I do, and it comes on, and I've like we were speaking about our. Earlier on, weren't we? How we play our music, and we both shuffle music, and I have such a variation. You know, if I had a full 23 hours of just this, I probably wouldn't. You know, I like it when a song comes on like this. Then a bit of Journey comes on, then a bit of Alter Bridge comes on, and then another song comes on. That's how I like to listen to music.
Yeah.
But you know, I like it, but yeah, I can understand where you're coming from. I knew you wouldn't like it. But that's what it's all about.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what it's all about. But I think you appreciate the musicianship.
Oh, definitely.
It's just the actual.
I can see why people like it. That's another way of saying it.
They sound like I've said this before about some bands. They sound like a really good European festival band. You can imagine them at a festival, because these sort of bands are quite big at that sort of stuff. But should we get on with the rest of this?
Yeah.
Have a little listen to the guitar solo. Because I remember they're very, you can hear already they're good on the guitar, but. See if you can make a note of that, see what you reckon.
Live on
happy video, isn't it?
There was a part in that where if they're playing it live, it'd be like, you know, when they go, get your fucking hands in the air, and everyone's going, whoa,
Oh yeah, yeah,
or like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
That's what I could picture.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Probably the breakdown when it was
Yeah.
like yeah. I mean, everything about it was. I mean, they are great musicians. The guitaring was fucking outstanding. But a lot of these bands are. You know, it's like I said the other day when I heard a really good guitar solo. All these bands, it just the guitarists these days are just amazing. They're all really good.
They're all raising the bar against each other, aren't they? I suppose.
Yeah.
Nowadays.
But I think sometimes when I listen to guitar solos, I just want them. I want to remember them to make them special for me because I think they all can play fast.
Mm.
You know what I mean? But I like it when they have something about them that sounds a bit tuneful. I liked it. Kev not so much, but Kev I think sort of appreciates what it is, and it sounds as good as anything like that, I suppose.
Mm.
You know, in that genre. You know, it's that sort of thing. But sometimes it's bands like this can grab people that are not particularly into the music. Certain songs can, you know, but it depends. But it does sound a lot like other stuff. I must admit, there's a lot of bands that sound like that. But I think they're really good at what they do. But that's it. Tell us what you think about it. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Put it in the comments below, and we'll see you soon.